Hi friends, Analia here. Today we're going to assemble my Daisy Mother's Day card. So I have all of my pieces cut here, and I've gone ahead and done a print and cut for the text on the banner. You could also use adhesive vinyl if you don't have access to a printer. I also have my Barely Art craft glue, a bone folder, and some weeding tools to help me pop up the petals on the flowers. Let's start by scoring the card base along the score line. I'm going to use my bone folder to really flatten that out and make sure we have a nice crease. Next, we're going to glue the solid yellow piece to the card base. You could use tape, but I prefer glue because it gives us a little bit of wiggle room to make sure that we line everything up properly. Next, we're going to take our lavender piece with the flower petals, and we're going to use either the weeding tool, your fingers, the little spatula scraper tool, and just pop up the petals for our flowers. I think the spatula tool works really well for this. To make sure that you have this piece facing the correct direction, you want to find the flower that has 3 petals in the bottom left. Again, we want to make sure that the flower with the 3 petals sort of towards the middle is in the left hand on the bottom. The other flowers there around the center have 4 petals. So we'll carefully apply our glue without squishing down any of our petals and making sure that we're not getting any glue onto the back of any of the petals that we've popped up. Now again, we're going to line that up so that the flower with the 3 petals is kind of on the bottom left. And center that piece on there. And then give it a good press, making sure that you're not squishing down any of our petals. Next, we're going to take our banner for the Happy Mother's Day text. Make sure that your gray banner piece has the larger piece towards the top, right? Happy is a bigger word than day, so that's going to be on the top. And then we can glue our pieces down on the banner. Again, I chose to do a print and cut for the Happy Mother's Day text. You could also cut the little banner pieces out of white and the text out of adhesive vinyl if you prefer to use vinyl or don't have access to a printer. Next, we'll glue on mothers. We're going to line this piece up with the bottom left and the top right of that center for the ribbon banner, and then we'll glue on day. For this one, we can use the bottom to help us line up the white piece on top of the gray banner. Now we're going to position this into the card. You'll note that there's a couple places where we can kind of tuck it under the popped up flowers. The left-hand side of day should cover the center of the daisy that's there and be pushed right up against the petal. So let's flip that over and add our glue. And then line that up. Again, making sure that we're lining up day with the flower that's there, covering about half of that center. And then give it a good press. Lastly, we're going to add our darker purple border. And line that up right around the outside edge. This border will cover part of the center circle on the flowers in the corner. Again, using glue gives us a little bit of wiggle room to make sure that we line this up with the corners. And then give that a good press. And there we have our Daisy Happy Mother's Day card. Thanks for crafting with me today. I'll see you next time.